Oh, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Running inside, it's Edwards. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the grab.
Makes the grab and room to run. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Reads it, fires complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the...
Line run to the right at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Ahmad Hardy, he's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Throwing Simmons. Finds his man, it's Hardy.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete. You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reesing, Chase Daniel, the Mangino era for the Jayhawks. At times, this was one of the best rivalries on the planet.
Well, they started playing in 1891, and it's unfortunate with conference realignment that this rivalry game kind of went away. I wish we saw it more often.
Yeah, and we've seen it all across college football. We get robbed of the rivalries, and then in turn, we kind of forget about them. So good to have this rivalry back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Going to the run, it's Edwards. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Simmons under fire. Got it set up on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The option, he'll keep it. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. That's caught. It's Cox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it. It's Edwards. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Hums it downfield. Has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion, right?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Simmons. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
The run inside. It's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And it's blocked.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
A strike downfield. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tigers are facing third and inches. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On first down, it's Hardy again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. Now on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in your last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Simmons. Throwing right. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Scarlet Knights with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with 1 route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Running inside, it's Edwards. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just feeds the running back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. Fires to the tight end.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Off the left side, it's Hardy. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's...
Touchdown, Tigers! They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Sets up the screen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's a give to Hardy. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go right back to Hardy. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
On 3rd down, here's Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. 4th down, Simmons. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The run inside. It's Roberts. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Right back to Hardy on 1st down. There's a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quick release on the RPO. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. These two old rivals don't clash as often as